Hello there and welcome to the clinic. I'm just going to give my hands a little clean. So today we're going to be doing a few tests for glaucoma, just looking to see if there are any signs of the condition, which is a condition that can affect your peripheral vision. So just to warn you, we're going to be popping some eye drops in today that will blur the vision, but I'm sure you'll find the rest of the tests very relaxing. So before we get started, I just have to ask, is there any family history of glaucoma? And have you yourself ever been to the eye hospital for any issues or problems? Excellent. Okay, so I think we'll start off with a basic vision test. So just cover your left eye with the palm of your hand, but don't place any pressure on the globe. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you to look at this little reduced Snellen chart, and through the right eye, just read what you can on these rows, please. Excellent, and the bottom row. Wonderful. Okay, just cover the other eye now. We'll check the vision in the left. Excellent. So for the next test, we're going to check the intraocular pressures of the eyes, the intraocular pressures, using the Perkins Tonometer. So the Perkins is housed in this protective case. Then we have the protective inlay, and she is housed here. Okay, so just to demonstrate a little bit about the Perkins, we have the batteries housed in the base. We have the pressure wheel there, pressure dial, and when it's on, it emits a blue light there. The probe for touching the eye goes inside the slot, and we have an adjustable headrest. That's the Perkins. So we just need to pop the probe inside and pop some anaesthetic drops into the eyes, which will just smart ever so slightly. Okay, so as you're looking up to the ceiling, lower the lid, pop a drop in the right eye, and take a few blinks. Looking up again, and we'll pop a drop in the left. Good. Okay, just blink and relax, and I'll set up the Perkins. Okay, so the probe of the Perkins is in place. It does gently touch the front surface of the cornea, which you will feel no sensation at all. Contact will be for no more than 5 seconds. So just looking into the distance at one point. Headrest will place against the head there, and we'll bring the Perkins in. And I'm just going to move the dial to read the pressure. Excellent. We have a reading of 16 millimeters of mercury in the right. So for the left, just pick a point in the distance, keep looking there, headrest in place, just moving the wheel there. Good. And we have 17 millimeters of mercury there. Excellent. I'm just going to record the results. Right, 16. Mercury. Left 17. Those eye pressures in themselves fall within the normal range, but we still need to do some more checks for glaucoma, as you can develop the condition with seemingly normal intraocular pressures. Okay, so just using the ophthalmoscope now for a non-invasive test. We're just going to perform the shadow test. So it just involves you looking straight, and I'm just going to shine the light at the side of the eye from an angle, and I'm just checking the size of the shadow in the anterior chamber, just to judge the size or depth of the anterior chamber angle. Good. Okay, keep looking straight. Let's get the light coming from the left side. Just observing the angle on the nasal side. Okay, so the angles appear pretty wide open, which is a good sign. Plenty of drainage space for the aqueous humor. Good. Okay, we're just going to perform a very quick miniature perimetry test, which is just checking your side vision as you're looking straight. So we have a little test for that. It is the red dot perimetry chart. So just cover your left eye with the palm again, and I just want you to look at all times at the black spot in the centre. Now as you're looking at the black spot, are all 8 red dots present? Good. Are any parts of the individual spots missing? Good. Do they all look equally red? Or are there any parts which are not so bright or look washed out? Good. Okay, cover the other eye now. Okay, just looking at the black spot. Do you see all 8 red dots? Okay, are any parts of each individual dot missing? Or are they all complete? Good. And none of the dots appear washed out? Okay, and they are equally red, is that correct? Good. Okay, excellent. That's very good, complete. So I will record each eye as full. Okay, so I think it's important that we dilate the pupils now. Increase the size of the pupils using some drops, just so we can achieve a very good view of the optic nerve heads in both eyes to make an assessment. Okay, so these drops will leave you a little bit blurry for 3 to 4 hours afterwards, after which time your vision will return and the pupils will also return to their normal size. Okay, so now driving afterwards. Okay, looking up to the ceiling, we'll pop a drop in the right eye. Good, and blink. And for the left eye. Good, take a few blinks and relax. Okay, so we're going to do 2 tests to look at the back of the eye. We're going to use the standard ophthalmoscope, and we'll also perform some slit lamp with the Volk lens. Okay, so just looking over my shoulder into the distance, I'm going to come a little bit closer to observe the features, dimensions and appearance of the optic nerve head. Looking at the CD ratio, vessels, neuroretinal rim, mesentral, and the surrounding area of the disc, looking for any peripapillary atrophy. Ratio good, okay. And for the left eye, looking over my left shoulder at the wall. So the CD ratio at 0.4 approximately. No fiber vessels, no splinter hemorrhages, no atrophy, peripapillary atrophy, and is a roll paid. Surrounding vessels, ilium caliber. Let's record the results. Okay, so I have with me the Volk lens here, housed in the protective wooden case. And we're going to perform a little bit of slit lamp in conjunction with the Volk lens, which will allow us to achieve a stereoscopic view and allow for better interpretation and assessment of the optic nerve head. So this is the high-powered Volk lens we'll be using. I'm going to keep the slit lamp light very low, just so it's comfortable, and we shouldn't take too long, just to re-evaluate the optic nerves. Okay, so let's get the slit lamp ready. So this is the handheld slit lamp. I have my viewing portals, some gentle light which will be coming from the front, and if you hear any clicking sounds as we're doing the test, that's just me altering the magnification to achieve an optimum view. Right. So again, just looking straight ahead into the distance. Okay, we'll start start with the right eye. Place the lens just in front. It's not going to touch the eye. And just going to focus on the optic nerve again, checking the CD ratio and looking at the depth of cupping that's present. Wonderful. Just keep relaxing, looking straight. I'll just say this is probably about 0.5. And a moderate cupping. No obvious line of cribrosa visible in the eye. Looking within normal limits. His intro looks fine. Good. Okay, so we're going to move on to the other eye now. Okay, just continue to relax. Again, I'll assess the CD ratio, cup depth, appearance of the neuroretinal rim there. Come a little bit closer. Excellent, good. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to record the results. Okay, so this concludes all the tests here in the actual test room. I'm just going to ask you to have a short wait in the reception area, and I'm going to set up the visual field test where you place your chin on the chin rest. We give you a little hand clicker, and at the back of the machine or the dome we present some lights in different areas, and you just click when you feel you've seen a light. So I'll explain more about that test when we take you through. So just have a seat in the waiting area now, and I shan't be longer than a couple of minutes. Thank you.